story. So as I tell you the story of Sita, I ask you if her story is a warning or a model. For Sita is a great beauty. Of course she's a great beauty. Who would write of her if she was not a great beauty? But she was born in a furrow in the earth, found by the king Janaka, who wanted a child. But the women, the village women, they say, oh, is she the daughter of the goddess of the earth? Or is she a foundling, abandoned by someone? I ask you to consider, because in the Ramayana they don't say that she might be abandoned by a mother or a father, but that she came out of the earth. And the king and queen had prayed for a child, and it became Sita. Beautiful, beautiful, lovely. They loved her. They cared for her. And when she became of a marriageable age, they sought a mate. The village women wonder what a marriageable age is, because some of them were married at 5, others at 10, some at 12. Was she 14? Perhaps. Rama was the perfect man, and they loved each other so. He was handsome. He was just. They said he was just. He's the avatar of Vishnu, the protector, the preserver. Well, we don't know what happened because he was supposed to be king, but instead he was exiled to the forest. And Sita went with him, dear darling Sita, who loved Rama. She went with him 14 years in the forest, eating nuts, eating fruits. 14 years. And then a woman came to seduce her Rama. And his brother who was there with them. Can you believe he cut off her nose? Not Sita's nose, but the woman's nose. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Did Sita see? Did she witness? Was that just punishment to try and take her Rama away? We don't know. We don't know, but that is part of the story. And then she sees the golden deer in the forest. And Sita knows that Rama will do anything for her. And she would do anything for Rama. And so she said, oh, get me the deer, the golden deer, and Rama ran into the woods. But soon, she heard him cry for help, and she said to Lakshmana, go get him, go get him. He said, I cannot, for I must protect you. She said, get him, you must get him. And so he drew a circle around her and said, don't step out of the circle, you'll be abducted. Oh, Sita was safe in the forest. She was the daughter of the earth. The birds sang to her. The fruit came into her. her hand when she touched the branch. The flowers opened when she bent over her face, over their face. Oh, Sita was safe in the forest. And who came by in a guise? Ravana. Ravana, the evil demon. But he turned himself into a mendicant and asked for alms. And Sita was virtuous. She knew she must live. But he didn't come up to her. He said, you must step out of your circle to give to me. And she said, what will happen to me? And he said, one step, and you will have one son. 2 steps, and you will have 2 sons. And Sita needed sons. She needed sons. So she went, and she gave the mendicant an offering. But he turned, he took his many faces, and he lifted her. He lifted her, but he didn't touch her. He didn't touch her, he lifted her. He lifted her. And he put her in his chariot, and they flew to Sri Lanka. Now Sita was virtuous. And she knew if she repulsed him, his ego was such he could not rape. But he put her in the garden, and in the garden she lived. Beautiful Sita, she lived in the garden for a year. And she wept. You see the furrows on her face? She wept for a year. And she wondered, would she ever be rescued? But then the monkeys came. They came and they danced and they played in the garden. And Hanuman appeared, the great monkey, the warrior who could fly. And he opened his hand. And Sita looked. It was the ring of Rama. Where did you get this ring? Did you steal it from my husband? No, no, no. This is to show you I am your guardian here. Let me take you to Rama. Well, Sita had already been taken. She said, no. Only Rama can save me. Only Rama. And so Rama, he didn't just come, he came with the monkey army and he killed Ravana, killed him. And he lifted Sita. By then, she was as light as a feather because she had fasted and she had wept, light as a feather. And he looked at her. How do I know you are my Sita? How did I know? But when she looked in her tearful eyes, he saw her love and knew this was his precious one. But still, he brought her back to Ayodhya and they became king and queen, but still, he said, how do I know you are pure? And Sita agreed. She walked through fire. She walked on the hot coals, and she was not burnt. They say the coals turn to lotuses, and they were cool on her feet. And though her sari was singed, they knew that she was pure. She never questioned. She never said how terrible I must do this, but she might have felt dear, pure, trusting Sita. 14 years in the forest. hardly at all in the palace. For Rama heard someone say, "Oh, she is not pure." And he had his brother take her again into the forest, but this time she was pregnant. The brother brought her, the brother who loved her. He loved her like a sister. But he brought her and left her there alone. Alone and alone. Was Mary alone? Did Joseph help her? We don't know. They don't tell us these things. Alone. She gave birth to twins. 2 boys. 2 sons. She had 2 sons. And she was in the forest raising her sons. Who helped her? I will tell you what I think. The women in the village, they came at night, so none would know. They brought her food. They brought her clothes. They brought her what she needed for her boys. And they grew 12 years. 12 years! Sita alone for 12 years. The women, the poorest of the poor, they helped her. But she did not speak their language. She had only her sons. And 12 years passed. And Rama finally heard there were 2 sons and they were his. And he came to claim them. And again he said to Sita, "How do I know that you are still pure? You must again, you know what you must do." And Sita said, "Haven't I proven myself?" And she said, "Mother Earth, open the earth and take me in." And the earth opened, and her sons saw. And Sita went into the darkness, and she was lost to men. And the village women, they sing of Sita, for they too suffer. They too suffer. And when they suffer, they are reminded of Sita. And somehow, it gives them strength. But I ask you, is she a mother?